Our next guest is known for giving readers an insider's view of Hollywood, an unrivaled glimpse into the glamorous lives of the rich and famous. Her latest book, Confessions of a Wild Child, if you can believe it, is her 30th novel. Whew. And we're lucky to have acclaimed author Jackie Collins here with us today, and in the flesh.
In the flesh.
It's lovely to meet you face to face.
I know. Usually we're doing this from satellite, and I'm in some building in Los Angeles, and you're here, and it's so nice to be here. I only got here yesterday.
Well, it's great to have you here.
And I love to be back in Australia.
Now, you've, spookily enough, coinciding with this visit, you've got a brand new book. It's called Confessions of a Wild Child, and your heroine, really, Lucky St. Angelo.
Yes.
This is all about her early years. Why have you gone back?
Well, you know, I wanted to write a young adult book, and my publishers felt that it appealed to everybody, so they didn't want to publish it as a young adult book, so they published it for everybody. But teenagers are going to love it because it really is a strong girl. And how does she become the woman she is today? Lucky St. Angelo, who is one of my most popular characters.
Yes.
So I wanted to go back in time, and I had my goddaughters staying with me at my house in L.A., and they were such wild little things. They were giving me kind of all inspiration. And I didn't want to set it in a time frame, so it's kind of, you know, a 15-year-old girl who's finding her feet, who's finding out about sex and boys and love and rock and roll and how to be strong, because women have got to be strong.
Did you temper the language, knowing that you were going to be working towards a younger audience?
I did, because I usually use incredibly graphic language, so I tempered it to be more suitable for a teenage audience, but also the fans that are reading it already, in the UK it's out, are loving it. They're going, oh, this is great, now we find out how Lucky became the woman she is today. And I wanted to show that she has this inner strength that all women should possess, you know, not just sit around thinking, oh, I'm going to get married one day and some guy's going to look after me. No, 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 no. You're going to have a fabulous career and you're going to do whatever you want to do. There's
a huge conversation going on at the moment right across the world with the way popular culture is taking young women with social media and the whole kind of, you know, being desperate to be liked in social media to an audience that they don't even know, and trying to impress an audience they don't even know. We see Miley Cyrus on a wrecking ball, half naked, just doing things that, to me, because I've got a teenage daughter, and I really worry about the influence that this has, because it's meant to be, this is Miley's choice, but in many ways all she's doing is making herself sexually available, again, to a bunch of strangers.
But I don't think she is making herself sexually available. I think what she's doing is selling a lot of record albums, and she's a very smart cookie.
So that's the ultimate goal?
No, it's not the ultimate goal, but you know, she kind of reminds me of Lucky in a way, because she's doing something she wants to do, and she's saying, I'm not going to do what the old guys in the record companies want me to do. I'm going to carve my own path. And it's proven right, because she is selling a lot of records, but it's not just to sell records, it's to be herself. And I think she's coming across as a kind of, you know, Lucky in the making.
And yet you've said that you would like to see girls more chaste and to say no more often.
Well, how do we spell chaste? C-H-A-S-E-D?
Maybe both?
No, you know, I think girls have to have more respect for themselves. Because, you know, in the clubs in Hollywood, I was in one the other night with my goddaughters, and there were all these girls, and they would have skirts that were non-existent, you know, falling all over guys. What I say is don't be too easy, because that is not good for a relationship. If you want a relationship, don't just, you know, get drunk and fall into bed with a guy that buys you a bottle of champagne. Yeah.
Hollywood, a good place to live?
Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. I built my own house there. I write my books there. I take my inspiration there, because there's so many characters there that are so outlandish, you know, cliché characters. Everybody says, oh, that's a cliché. Well, it's not a cliché in Hollywood, because they exist. Yeah.
Well, this is your 30th novel. You get it right every single time.
Thank you.
The number of books you've sold, is it 500 million?
Something like that. But I've been doing it forever, you know, a long time in many countries.
More power to you, and well done. It's lovely to have you, as I said.
It's lovely to see you in person. I know. I love that.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, Jackie's books, it can be found at all good bookstores, and for more information, visit jackiecollins.com.au, and it's with a CK as well. Just got to make sure you get that address right.